Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the internet's favorite game show. This is Don't Be an Asshole, and this is our year-end wrap-up. Hey!
We did it!
And this is the show where Christy goes out into the World Wide Web for us, and she finds all sorts of stories all about assholes and the people who know them. She gathers them all up, tries to read them all on air, all within a very similar theme of topics so that we can judge them in hopes of crowning a new royal asshole each and every week. My name is Kevin Graham.
I'm Christy.
I'm Blakely K.
And I'm Jason X.
It's here. We've done it.
We did
Another
it,
year down. It's complete.
Celebrate.
What a year.
We've done this consistently for a whole year now.
For a whole year now. This is our first official full calendar year of this show.
Full year.
A full
year.
Yeah.
We've done so much. We've come so far.
We went on a cruise together.
Well, yeah. I mean, but like, we're talking about for this show, but yeah, like we did all that stuff too, which is really cool.
Well, I mean, like, what is the show if not all four of us, and all four of us were together on that cruise? So,
yeah.
I mean, we're not putting Christy to work for those things, though. So
that's true. That's true.
No.
Strictly this show.
Trying
Strictly
to
this
enjoy
show.
myself.
Yeah. But folks,
everybody needs a break, okay?
So tonight things are going to be a little different from how we normally do it. 'Cause normally it's what are the rules?
We judge assholes.
We judge assholes. But
I
like,
read stories. You tell me if they're an asshole.
usually we do 4 stories each week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we crown a nightly asshole or a weekly asshole, and then we put them up against the royal asshole. But tonight, Christy, what are we doing?
We're not doing any of that.
Okay, the show's over.
What?
Thanks for watching. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you next year.
No. We're
That's
still
special
having
stuff.
a New Year's special.
Okay.
Tonight,
Ooh.
I've got some goodies for everybody.
Ooh, goodies?
Ooh, party
Oh.
favors?
You're good at getting
I like
goodies, by
party
the way.
favors.
You get the best goodies, can I just say?
Good. Good.
Like, oh, man. So good.
So good.
So I have compiled a full year of royal assholes for us to revisit,
Ooh.
talk about.
Whoa.
We'll see how long each champion reigned for.
Ooh.
We'll talk about who our favorites
Stats.
were. And we'll decide who we really thought was the biggest one. Because, sometimes someone gets beat by someone who's worse, but then someone comes along that couldn't have beat the first one, but they beat the second one. So, we're all over the place.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just because we ended on one asshole doesn't mean we actually think that they're the worst asshole.
I know.
Ooh,
This is
that's
true.
a solid point. Solid point. Christy did the math on this one.
So-
There's a lot of
Assholes
factors.
against other assholes.
We've told a lot of stories on this show this year.
So
And a
many.
Oh, Kevin, you
lot
haven't done
of...
shit. Christy's told a lot of stories on this.
Okay,
show,
Christy
so-
stole the... Listen, it's the royal we. We're a collective, we're all a part of this. Chat's usually here. They're not tonight. Well, they're probably here
No.
tonight.
They're
but
waiting for us.
They're waiting.
You're here in spirit.
They're in
This
spirit.
is pre-recorded.
This is-
so.
Yeah.
But that is not
If you didn't already get
all we're doing tonight.
Oh.
I
Oh, that's it.
also
Not it.
have been tracking our stories, and anytime one of our assholes posts an update, I save it.
We've got updated assholes.
We've got a few updates.
We're building a
to go
community.
through.
We're checking those prostates.
Where are they now? What happened?
Where are they now?
Did they learn their lesson? Did they
No.
become better people? We don't know.
Probably
but we will
not.
know.
Well, I don't know about that, but that was my favorite part of VH1 was the Where Are They Now
Where
series.
are they now? Oh.
So I'm very excited.
Who doesn't love that one?
Well, some of them were pretty depressing. So
Well, most of them,
Most
and
of
I expect no different. So I'm very excited.
can't wait.
I guess we will find out.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So I say let's just dive right into these assholes.
You wanna
Let's
get
dive
into
it?
right in.
First.
Christy,
Just
it's your show.
slide
let's,
in.
Let's dive right in.
All right. A history in the year.
Yeah. You're full of assholes.
Yes.
So many.
13 royal assholes to
13?
be exact.
13.
We crowned
Wow.
13 royal assholes this year with an average reign of about 4 weeks.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's about
So
once a month.
A full month.
About once a month
Okay,
with one extra
okay.
kicked in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to take it all the way back to the beginning.
Take it on
January
back.
12th, 2020, our first episode of the year. Pad Dad.
Pad
Oh,
Dad.
man.
He was our first crowned royal asshole of the year, and he stayed in that seat for 7 weeks.
7
Whoa.
weeks.
So
Wow.
now, okay. Is that including, because when at the beginning of the year we were doing bi-weekly. Now we are a weekly show. Subscribe.
I forgot that we were bi-weekly at one
Yeah.
point.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we were trying it out. Does that 7 weeks include those off weeks?
It does.
Okay.
It was
okay.
only one off week, though,
Oh, okay.
because
Okay.
the very next episode we announced that we were moving to a weekly schedule.
Hey,
How
subscribe.
about that?
We do this show every single
So,
week.
so there's a slight asterisk, but not a full
Not
asterisk.
much.
Some of
He's
these,
still reigned for a while.
I would say a lot of these have an asterisk just because, you know, we took time off here and there.
We got lives.
I didn't go in
Shit happens.
precisely to calculate how many episodes they reigned for. We're just going straight
Yeah,
number of weeks that they held the title.
Fair.
Keeping it simple.
Simple.
Yep.
Easy for me specifically.
The one doing all the
We
work.
deserve it.
So we had Pad Dad. If everyone remembers our good friend Pad Dad, he was the guy who denied his daughter pads because she wouldn't do all the chores.
Mm.
He said, well, if you're not going to do the chores for me and my son, then
Well, and like,
I guess you're not going to get pads
well,
anymore.
and like, wasn't it also that she, like, the
It was
extracurricular
extracurriculars.
activities she wanted
Yeah.
to be involved with, like, he didn't see as legitimate?
She had to pay for those too with
Well,
her
co-
chores.
Yeah.
Because sports will get you into college, but dance won't.
Yeah.
It was like
Or
dance
whatever
and
it was.
chorus
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
musical
Girly
stuff
arts,
like
things.
like things that
Yeah.
probably do get you very far in college.
Very
They
much so.
absolutely do.
Folks,
Probably
don't
farther
go to
than
college.
Well, right, unless you got like one of them scholarships or something. Like, we gonna be a walk-on? Pfft. I only work for Rudy.
Okay.
Anyways, he sucked and he
sucked.
reigned for a while.
He did. He came straight out the bat hot. We were worried that nobody would ever beat him, but then
We were.
somebody did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
If you remember our theme, The Audacity,
Oh.
from March 4th, we finally toppled Pad Dad with the husband who decided that his wife was too stressed out at her job, talked to her boss, and got her demoted for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he had to pick up the slack at home, and he did not like it.
No.
Too stressed.
Oh, it hurts.
Because it was a promotion she really wanted.
And worked really
Right.
hard
Hard to
for.
get.
Hard.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And
the fleas
she
come with the
still
dog on that
doesn't
one.
know.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, and she doesn't know. He never
And she
told
didn't know.
her.
That was the kicker.
Yeah, that was
the kicker.
yeah. She's like, why am I getting promoted? I've been working so hard.
Demoted.
Or
Demoted.
demoted. I've been working so hard
Yeah.
and putting so much
Right.
effort into this.
Yep.
And thinking it was on her, when really
What a prick.
it was her dickbag husband.
Oh, God, it's so bad.
Okay.
It's just disgusting.
I think
Shake it off. We got more.
I think that was a
Shake it off.
rightful dethroning
Oh,
Sure.
with that
As
one.
bad as that guy was, he only reigned for 2 weeks.
Mm.
Because then, on March 18th, in our How Embarrassing category, we encountered the brother who said that his wife's stretch marks make her unattractive.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the brother because he went out and asked his brother what he thought to try and take his side. But then this guy was like, nah, your wife's right. Like, you're a prick, dude. You can't say that about your wife's stretch marks after she just had your baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was trying to get everybody on his side and shit.
Yeah, he was. It's fucked up.
What's wrong? with
Fucked
you?
up.
What's
We
wrong
do
with you?
often come across the person who is, I said this really fucked up thing, I might be wrong. Oh shit, I need to get everybody on my side to vindicate myself. And then they
Right,
just
right.
That's a common tactic.
shit on.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like I don't
And
think I
that's the
realized
thing.
how often people try to do that.
Oh yeah, they
Oh,
make
no,
it
no, no, no,
so
no.
much worse
Yeah.
by spreading it, trying to be right.
They want the confirmation bias. That's what they
Yeah.
want.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they want, and that's part of the reason that people post this thread.
And I feel like the worst
It's
part
because they
about
want that.
that is like if people did agree, then they're just saying she's unattractive, and like, what does that help?
Yeah, what the fuck? Like,
but
It's just
nobody
a bad
wins.
conversation
Nobody
all around.
wins there.
Yeah, nobody wins if you win, dude.
The one saving grace about this post is that the guy posting it, the good brother, told his brother that he was embarrassed to be related to him.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
thank
brother right
God.
there.
Good brother.
Thank God.
Good brother.
One of those good brothers.
And I'm glad she never talked to him again. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll find out.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
But only 3 weeks later, this guy also was toppled. On April 8th, in our Choosing Beggars category, we came across... Oh, geez. Let me just... The person posting, not the asshole, was selling their family home because their sister, pregnant sister-in-law, ate their dinner.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, I vaguely remember this. Yeah.
This is like that super rich family. I think we realized it was from like over in England, maybe.
Yes.
And then like because
Yeah,
like
it's old money.
it's old money, but like the poster had like they were like bequeathed. Is that the right?
Their
Like,
father had passed
Excuse me?
away.
Pardon?
Bequeathed, I guess, is the correct word.
God
But
bless
it's
you.
more like
Yeah.
inherited. So their father
Okay.
had passed away.
Inherited. Yeah.
Both works.
They inherited the family house along with a nice chunk of
It's a fun word to
money. The mother was allowed to stay in the home, and she invited her son and his girlfriend, pregnant
They were
girlfriend,
squatting.
into the house. They were all squatting
Right.
in this poor 19-year-old
right.
woman's house. And she just couldn't.
Didn't she like end up selling it to her uncle?
Her rich
And
uncle
then her uncle took care of it.
for millions of pounds.
Like what the fuck?
Right?
Like
Get that money.
I mean, just like fucking Steely Dan said, take the money and run.
Oh yeah, these people were taking advantage of this
yeah.
poor
Yeah.
19-year-old who lost her father.
Right.
Come on.
I mean, yeah, it was disgusting. She made the right move. It's still in the family, which was important to everybody.
Right.
So, because it went to the uncle, and then the uncle's like, I don't listen. My name's Paul. The rest between y'all. I'm
Right.
kicking you the fuck out. Like,
Pretty much.
you guys got to go.
You guys
Here's your
figure it out.
notice.
Exactly. So good ending, but like, fuck those people, because weren't they like stealing food?
Oh
too?
yeah, like she worked late and she'd prepare herself food and then put it in the fridge and cover it. She came home from a long day at work, just wants to eat her delicious food she prepared, and her sister-in-law is sitting there eating it.
And wouldn't give her anything or something crazy, right?
And
Yeah.
what she was like locking food in her room, and they like breaking into her room and stealing the food then there too. Like it was like a complete
This is
invasion
it's
of
just
privacy.
This one, she actually had made it and went to the bathroom while it cooled off, and she came back and her sister-in-law is like shoveling it into her mouth.
Fuck that.
So weird.
That's
So
rude shit.
weird.
The food themes on this show really upset me.
Right.
Because it's like, that is, as somebody who
Weird.
loves and respects food,
Don't touch people's food.
I mean,
man.
like, I've left pizza
Yeah.
sitting in the fridge for weeks because I was like, Christy might want that.
You're so sweet.
Thank you.
You're so sweet.
I do it for you because you know I would fuck that pizza up.
See, I had
Pizza
like,
eggs.
I don't eat a lot of my leftovers because when I lived with my parents, the likelihood that my leftovers made it past a few hours was so rare that I just don't even
Correct.
think about
Yeah.
leftovers because they're just never there. But Kevin will just let me wait as long as I need
See,
to.
and I'll tell you why. Because there was one time I had half a Wegman sub sitting in the fridge.
Somebody ate your sub?
My dad.
What?
And I was like, what the hell happened to my sub? Like, I just put it in there. And he was like, oh, I ate it. And I was like, why'd you eat it? And he goes, well, you know, it had mayo on it, and the mayo was going to go bad. And I'm like, that's not a thing. And then he just laughed, and then he laughed and walked away.
What the actual fuck?
It's fucked
Yeah.
up, man.
It was
Somebody ate your sub.
you know
That's crazy.
You know he would do that.
He would.
He
That's
would.
exactly what he would say.
It's not a cheap thing either. Like Wegman
Like
subs, you're
nobody
paying a
gets
premium.
a whole sub and eats the whole thing. Like you take
Well,
part of it and
hang
put
on.
it in the fridge.
Hang on. There's a reason I'm fasting now. I just want to say.
Anyways, any part of a sub is left over
An
for a reason.
entire Wegmans
You gotta eat it.
meatball sub, an entire bag of Terrell's barbecue potato chips, and then like 2 pints of milk.
Mm.
That's what.
The
what was
first
up.
step is admitting you have a problem.
And here we are.
That sounds
Kevin.
painful.
Can we get meatball subs this week?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, fuck my fast. I'm going in.
God damn it. He was doing so well, folks.
All right, let's get this shit back on
Just
track.
have half, then you can have the other half later.
That's
and
right.
you can have
Your
it
dad's
twice.
fridge, though.
I won't put it in my dad's fridge.
Yeah, not your dad's.
No.
You're good here. Christy won't do that to you.
I'll
She
never.
loves you.
I love you.
Yeah. Okay, what's the
All
next story?
What else we got?
This
They
family
sucked.
only lasted 1 week
Oh.
Oh.
because the next week, April 15th, in our category, who's the parent here?
Oh.
We had the family
Yeah.
who wanted to borrow a baby.
Oh,
baby.
fuck. I forgot about these fucking people.
There was so much happened this year.
So much happened.
Yo.
They
That
wanted
story
they wanted to rent a child.
fucking balls to the walls nuts. Just saying.
Please, Christy, recap this story because it's crazy as
This
fuck.
poster had a newborn baby that they obviously were very happy to have in this, COVID situation. But her cousin was terminal. And she was upset that she'd never get the chance to be a parent, which very sad.
Understandable.
Very understandable.
That
Very
sucks.
sad, yeah.
That's
I
terrible.
feel for them.
Yeah.
But she wanted to borrow the poster's baby and pretend like she was their parent for months. Months of this baby's formative time getting to adjust to
No.
their parents. And
No. They tried to bribe her.
the cousin's parents tried to pay money for this baby to separate it from its
No.
family for months.
No.
Fuck.
And they're like, it's okay because she just wants to pretend. It's like, no,
Listen, folks.
absolutely not.
There's a new Matrix movie out. You can pretend all you want. Like this is real life bullshit.
The poster
the
went
fuck?
to
Yeah.
the cops. It was so bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it escalated. I forgot about that.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice.
See, hearing this story now, it's hard to believe that this got beat at
Right.
some point
Oh.
because it's so fucking horrible.
So
It's
quickly,
pretty
too.
crazy.
How long did this one last?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
That's it.
2
Wow.
weeks. Didn't even make it out of the month. In April, we had 3 royal assholes.
Whoa.
April was busy.
April
April
was
was
a
busy.
busy
People
month.
were shitty.
I mean, springtime. You know, you gotta you're getting out of the winter funk.
Gotta watch out.
Yeah.
Getting into them assholes.
Coming in real hot right at the end of the month, April 28th, in our category, Nerd Out. We had the soon-to-be dad who wanted to name their new baby Emma Frost.
Oh,
Frost baby.
Frost baby, fuck.
AKA steal a baby.
Oh shit. This was the guy that we presumed stalked,
the mom.
his wife at prior to their relationship, because what we found out through the post was the name of his wife was the same name as Emma Frost's mother in the
It's
comic
Hazel,
books.
right?
Hazel,
Hazel.
correct.
Yeah.
And it
That
was
doesn't happen by coincidence.
that was a twist.
No.
That was a
That
fucking
was-
twist.
That came out
and
in
when
the
she
update that was posted a few days after.
Yeah, because like
it was a dark situation, and then it got dark.
Well, like, at
she
the surface-
refused to name it that, and then
Oh.
he tried to steal it.
he tried to like
he tried to
kidnap
steal
her.
the baby.
Yes.
And Yeah.
Because like it started off like surface level, like not that like okay, he
Okay,
like it's
you're
a guy.
obsessed with comic books.
He likes comics. He likes
whatever.
X-Men. He wants
Right.
to name his kid after a character. Not the
It
worst
got
thing in the
darker
world. But then like the
and
layers
darker
as we started
and
peeling away that
darker.
onion. Whoo, damn! I'm surprised they got beat.
They lasted for 5 weeks.
Okay,
Goddamn.
I
right
mean,
they did.
it was that's just nutty.
Yeah.
It's just
Yep.
nutty.
We didn't have a single royal asshole in May
okay.
because this
Okay.
guy was just so hard to beat. But on June 3rd, my way or the highway, we had the girlfriend who went on vacation instead of her boyfriend's mother's funeral.
Cabo girl.
Cabo
girl.
girl.
Cabo
Oh,
girl.
what a bitch! Just
Awful. Just so
just
awful.
the worst human being. And that poor kid,
That
like,
poor guy, you know, you think that someone has your back, that they support
Right.
you, your
No.
mother dies, and they're just like, I mean, I got these tickets to Cabo, though.
and I mean the Insta
If-
shots, like,
If I recall, they had been dating for like 2 years.
Like,
Yeah.
like 2
Or
years.
something like that.
they'd been dating for long enough to where she should not have done this. Like, it doesn't
Oh,
matter,
yeah.
like, what side of the relationship
6 months
it
you
is.
shouldn't do that shit.
6
What are you
months you
talking
shouldn't,
about?
yeah.
1 month, and it's still pretty damn inconsiderate. Like, no matter when in the relationship you do this, that's the end of the relationship, period.
Pretty
Uh-huh.
much. There's no trust after that.
No.
The trust is
No.
completely gone.
Where's the love?
There ain't no. It's in Cabo.
It's in
in
Cabo.
Cabo.
It's in Cabo,
Getting drinks
apparently.
on
Mas
the beach.
tequila.
She didn't even have the grace to not put it all over social media so his whole family could see what she was doing instead
right.
of supporting
Yeah.
her boyfriend.
I forgot about that part. She was
Yep.
Instagramming.
Yep.
Not
Family was all
ideal.
like, "Where's she at?" Oh, never mind.
Oh.
JK.
Never mind. She's
Yeah, they're
on
no
the
longer
she's on the
together.
beach wasted.
Yeah.
She just couldn't pass up that girl's vacay.
Nope. But they lasted 4 weeks, so they made it the full month
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
until July 1st. In our episode of The Rules,
Good rules.
when we were introduced to one of our favorite people, Hot Stepmom.
Ah!
And returning multiple times throughout the year too.
Yeah.
Back again and again
She
and
was
again.
a royal asshole, really.
She was a royal
I forgot
asshole.
about that.
Her first
mean, brother.
appearance.
So this
She's
was
rough,
this
man.
was the woman
This is money, mom.
who we found out was married to her college boyfriend's father.
The best part is there's
Yes.
no mention
Yes.
of this in the post. In the post, it's just, I just got married. No ages
He
involved.
won't leave.
My stepson is a lazy ass in the basement, won't get a job, won't move out, is leeching off of his father. Come to find out, they're the same age. They went to college together. They dated,
They
in
dated.
college.
That's how she met Daddy.
Fuck.
Yep. And then she had the
he
friend.
became her daddy too.
Remember, she had the friend who was also married to the guy, like the older guy. We sort of pieced together. Oh, that's a fucking spider web and a half. Like we could do an
Ain't
entire
it, though?
show special on that.
And then she was all mad that he was bringing Tinder girls home.
She was like, "That was me once."
Might I just be so bold to
You
say
can't do that again.
that I don't think we've seen the last of her.
Oh,
I think we'll see more of her in the new
Someone's
year.
got- Hey, 2022 is looking
Really?
great already.
Snap.
All right. All right. All right.
But she made it for nope, never mind. 1 week. She only made it for 1 week.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Because real big one, 1 week later, July 8th, on our Not Safe for Work episode,
Mm.
we
this
came
bitch.
across the woman who was running her dead husband's company and hired her own daughter as a manager at the company and refused to fire her despite her bad job, despite all of the employees complaining, despite even the janitor.
Even the janitor. didn't like her.
Because they're one of the few big companies that employs local people in the town where else are
Nobody
these people
else is
gonna
gonna
find
be
jobs?
able
to-
Because they're not going to leave.
No. And they just wanted the other daughter back. You know, the real one.
the real
The daughter who actually should have inherited the business instead of this
Correct.
Yeah.
stepmother.
Yeah.
I just assumed she went to a
It's
better
Tommy
company
Boy.
and just killed it.
Oh, definitely.
It's like
Right?
it's like
Tommy Boy.
it's the alternate ending to Tommy Boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Like
It's
Okay.
if the villain won.
if the villain won Tommy Boy.
yeah.
Like, whew.
She
It's some
lasted
dark
9
shit.
weeks.
9 whole weeks. She
I mean-
is
Oh my
actually
God.
our longest reigning royal asshole of 2021.
It was the whole town.
A
She
whole
fucked
town.
the whole
A
town.
whole
I
town.
mean, and not
Wow.
in the way you think.
And
And
either
listen,
way.
when the janitor doesn't like you,
That's tough.
Something wrong.
what
there.
more can you say?
And
Yeah.
you know what? The worst part is she already had a job.
Oh, the daughter.
The daughter
daughter,
already
Oh
had
yeah,
a job.
she had an internship
a
A
really good
well-paying.
paying
Pay
internship.
in
for like
fashion.
stuff
And-
that she actually wanted to do.
Yes.
and she didn't want to do the other thing.
Nope. So she
But-
didn't.
See, like I almost
So she
don't
didn't,
put
but that's
blame on the
okay.
daughter there.
I mean, she could have quit.
I mean, she could have, but like
She could've
she's
been a
made.
good
But at the end of the
person.
day, she's made. I mean, yeah, she
I
could have
feel
been a
like
good person.
she
but,
tried to, and her mom's like, no. And
No,
then
you
like,
need
like, no,
that's,
you're a
I-
manager here.
that's
We
kind
can
of just
hope.
what
We
happened.
can hope the daughter was good.
Yeah,
Right.
I like to hope.
Really hope.
Right.
Her mom is terrible.
She's not the one on trial, though. It's her mom that's the
Yeah.
problem.
It's the mother.
Right. Because what else is the rest of this town going to do? They can't make it without them.
Right.
But then 9 weeks later, September 9th, our vacation special, we came across another person who just wants to go on vacation. This guy who brings his girlfriend on a trip that she cannot afford and does not pay for anything for her. This poor teacher girlfriend who worked her weekends at a part-time job just to save up to go with his family, skipped meals, went on as many excursions she could, and he was so concerned that she wasn't eating more. Instead of just
Why aren't you eating?
buying her food.
And
Yeah.
then came to the conclusion,
They don't-
if I recall, that she's just not good enough
She's
for
just
him.
not good
Just
enough.
wasn't
Just
good
not
enough
good
for
enough.
him.
Not good enough.
That doesn't make
Oh.
sense to me because homie sounds like the type of dude that would get off on paying for his dates. Because
Oh,
he
yeah,
probably
yeah.
pays for a lot of dates.
I think he's concerned
on
about
that-
gold diggers.
What's up?
He's concerned about gold diggers.
Yeah, but
This is the other
Right.
side of the rich coin. Like some guys, they want to get off on the power fantasy, being able to pay for things, whatever.
Mhm.
Some people with a lot of money, they are so paranoid that people are out for their money that they won't pay for shit.
Never.
But I also
It's
feel
true.
like
That's this guy.
yeah, he's a prick.
It's a prick.
Yeah,
He is a prick. And that this poor woman worked so hard.
For 2 years, they were
years.
dating too. It wasn't like it
know.
was a new relationship.
no,
After 2 years of her working multiple jobs and he thought she was still gold digging and not good enough.
And
like,
they had always
there's-
split things 50-50 the whole
Right.
time.
The
Right.
whole time.
And I
she was a
love the-
teacher
the
and a waitress
misleading-
and
the misleading thing of saying she didn't pay her half of the 50-50.
right.
oh yeah.
And it was like, no, she did. You just wanted it to be more than 50.
Right. She paid for what she could.
You wanted it to be 250. She couldn't pay that. She paid her 50.
That's right. Yeah.
This guy-
Dick bag.
He was awful. He made it a whopping 4 weeks. He was about average.
Okay.
Then on October 7th, during our spite category,
Mm.
we met the man who spit in his fiance's dinner because she wouldn't share it with him. After
Even
she'd
though it's the
already
same
made him
thing.
dinner and he'd already eaten it.
And there was food in the fridge still.
And there was food,
The same thing.
leftovers, same
The
exact
same
thing
thing.
in the fridge. He worked up such an appetite gaming while she did all the chores that he just needed some of her food right now.
We've heard so many stories
Right.
right now, but this one in particular seems the most evil.
It's just
It just seems the most
gross.
diabolical.
It's so direct
So
and
calculated.
It's
intentional.
direct.
And then afterwards telling her the reason he spit in it was because he thought she would just give it to him.
Right.
She threw it out instead.
Which is good for her.
Good for
Yeah, good for her.
Good for
I mean,
her.
listen, I'm not about food waste, but in a situation like this, you do what you got to do, and I feel like that was the right thing to do.
So personal.
Yeah.
I was like, I would rather throw it away.
Yeah.
God, dude, I could cut the
The
tension.
same food was
steak
in the
knife.
fridge. The same food. She told him to warm up his own damn plate.
We often
Wasn't
talk
she
about-
like going to school and stuff too?
Yeah, I think she
And
was
he was
also in
gaming.
school and working and doing most of the chores.
Right. And he was gaming and it was way harder.
So much harder. So much harder.
So much harder.
I hate guys like that. They give gaming a bad
So
name.
evil.
We often talk about assholes with intent here, and I feel like this story really illustrates the intent behind it.
Yes.
Right.
He did it for a reason. He did it on purpose to get an outcome that would benefit him and hurt his fiance.
Yeah.
See, even when you're talking about paying for a baby, like earlier, like you can. There's at least like
There's a reason.
There's a
There's a
reason,
reason
and
behind
like
it.
there's a sympathy story and things like that. But this
It's
is
psycho,
just,
though.
It's just. I mean, it's terrible, and don't ever fucking pay for a baby. You go to jail. But like this in particular is just like such a direct fucking evil attack on somebody.
Although, to be fair, I do think, like, in the sense of when we're measuring how many people it affected and to what extent, it's affecting his fiance. That's it. It's not
Right.
affecting an entire
fair.
family
Or a
an
town.
entire town's worth of people. So,
I think the
as
directness,
shitty
though.
and intent is pretty bad for sure.
We've had some close calls. We've had to really discuss some of these to see who you
Yeah.
can't really say who is worse
Right.
sometimes, right? You just have
No,
to
you
feel
really-
it.
Yeah.
This one makes me feel icky.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But they made it
Not
4
great.
weeks.
4
He was-
weeks?
He was an average asshole of 4
Reasonable.
weeks here.
Reasonable.
Because on November 4th, on What in the DNA,
Oh, God.
we encountered one of our worst assholes of the year, if I may take some liberties.
No, you may.
You may.
You may.
definitely may.
The man who, after raising his daughter for 6 years, found out that she wasn't biologically his and decided that was it. Abandoned her, wanted her to go into foster care, and disowned his own brother for taking her in and caring for her.
When her mother was dying.
Terminally ill. Oh, God. Sick.
I don't like it.
You
We don't
raised
feel
this
good about it.
I don't like it.
It's heavy.
Yep.
It's not the kid's fault.
There was a hero though.
There was a
was a
hero.
hero.
Yeah,
Was
that
a
brother.
hero. As
A
bad as you
shining
feel about this
hero.
story, it also makes you feel good that there are people out there that don't let this shit happen.
Yeah.
That's true.
Thank God.
That's true.
He knew. He raised her too. Well, I feel like we kind of figured that out sort of through the story.
Through context clues.
That he was mostly there over this father
Yeah, the dad
anyways.
sucked anyway.
Yes.
But
Yes. Not a
Yeah.
good person in
So-
general.
I feel like that was a good telling
But the
sign to
parents
begin
took the
with.
side of the abandoned brother. That was the fucked
They're like,
up
don't
thing.
do that to your life.
Awful.
Yeah.
You wonder where he
Awful.
learned
Fuck
it
you.
from.
Right.
And just let the kids suffer and go into foster care. It's fine.
But we thought that this guy was going to make it to the end of the year. We thought there's just no possible way. And he almost did.
We did.
That's true.
7 weeks till our final episode on December 23rd when I pulled out my trump card.
Oh,
On our
well,
Christmas special episode, we got the husband who was spending the Christmas with his wife's estranged family and lying to her about it.
No.
The family that basically disowned her?
Yes.
They did disown
yeah,
her.
The
They
family that
disowned
disowned
her.
her because
For being a good person,
for
basically.
being more
We
quiet.
never got any good reason
Yeah.
for it. Just sounded like that
No.
she was, she came out better than the
She
rest
was
of them.
quiet and not materialistic.
and
Unlike the loud,
Yeah.
very materialistic family that disowned her.
right.
So much so that this stresses her out that it put her into preterm labor, too.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
that was the
even-
kicker.
And even his
And he's like, let's just not tell her.
right.
To avoid that this year, I'm just not going to tell her what I'm doing.
Yeah, and
Right.
even his own brother thought he was a douchebag.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like,
yeah.
dude, don't do that. Like, don't be an asshole.
Like,
Don't be
and
an
it's
asshole.
okay that
That's the
he
name of this
left
show.
4 children at home on Christmas.
4 children at home on
4
Christmas.
children at
to
home.
go to the disowned family's Christmas. That's okay. They don't need father on Christmas, do they?
Could you imagine, like, if I was just like,
I've got stuff to do.
I got stuff to do.
Bye.
Deuces for like a few hours
On Christmas.
Where'd you
on
go?
Christmas.
Yes.
I'd be like, who the fuck do you think you are?
I'm just going for that pack of cigarettes. That's all.
Oof. Awful. Just
Okay.
awful.
Fuck.
I'm sorry I ruined the holidays. I'm so sorry about that.
Woo.
I couldn't let the year go by without at least trying.
I mean, you got to try.
You succeeded.
Yeah.
This is so.
There's so many assholes.
There's so many, and they're all awful.
and they're
all
all
the worst.
different.
Right.
They're all
So
different
bad.
shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
They've got different depths.
I swear, by
really
the end of
do.
the year, you get to it, and then you look back on Pad Dad and you go, amateur.
Right. We didn't destroy a
You really
town.
do.
We
I
didn't
mean,
destroy
yeah.
town.
You know.
He is still a terrible, terrible person.
I mean, you know.
I mean, none of these people are great. Let's be
no,
real.
no.
They got honors for a reason.
I mean, you know, we got some child abuse going on in some
Oh,
of
a
these
lot of
stories.
that, lot
There's
of that.
definitely some spousal and relationship abuse going on.
So much abuse.
You know,
so much abuse.
that lady is basically the villain in Roadhouse. There's a lot to choose from.
so much. So
I
much.
mean, there's so many villains.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to narrow this even down.
I mean, okay. So let's work backwards.
Okay.
I think. So our reigning champion, which is the dad that missed
Christmas
Christmas,
dad.
Christmas dad.
Right.
Okay. If you can think, I think obviously he's a contender
Right.
for the year.
of course.
Think in your mind, and I think everyone should nominate one other
story.
Sure.
that can compete, and then we will take it from there
Okay.
and
okay.
work around as to who is the winner of the year.
All right.
Well,
So
my vote's
I'll
for
list.
Town Killer.
I'll list out the assholes without the summary one at a time. You
Okay.
grab one in your head.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got Pad Dad,
Pat Dad.
the very first. Then we've got Demotion Husband.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Stretch Mark Brother.
Fuck.
Inheritance Teenager with the house.
With the house.
Okay.
And the family. The family were the assholes.
She did end up selling it though.
She didn't end up selling it. She got out. The baby buying relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Run a baby.
Rent a baby.
Run a baby.
We've got Frost Dad
Okay.
or X-Man Dad.
Okay.
However you want to put
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Cabo Girlfriend.
Oh, girlfriend.
Stepmom. Need I say more?
Fuck stepmom.
Tender stepmom. Yeah.
Tender stepmom.
Yeah.
I run this town mom.
Mm-hmm.
Rich boyfriend on the trip.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Spitting fiance. And finally, the not dad.
Not dad.
I'm not your dad. Dad.
Dad. All right. So Blakely, you said
The boss mom.
boss mom.
She's so fucking bad.
She's the whole
She
town's
ruined
at
the town.
stake.
She-
Town's
whole
at stake.
town.
She's so bad.
Kevin, who are you gonna nominate?
I want to go with Frost Dad.
Frost Dad.
I forgot how I forgot the insanity of that story.
It got psychoer and psychoer.
Yeah.
It got real weird. What about you? What you got? Who you nominating?
I mean, I'm gonna nominate him because I if I recall, on the last show I didn't vote for a new royal asshole. So Dad, not my dad.
Sticking with him.
I'm sticking. Is so fucking terrible.
Okay.
So fucking terrible.
All
So-
great contenders.
So now,
So now we gotta pick based on like some criteria here.
yeah.
How many people does it affect?
Well, okay,
What's
that just
the
helps you.
Well,
What's
hang
the
on.
intent
Wait, hang on.
here? No.
I can.
Real quick. Well, let's say, do we have updates for any of these?
There is one update from a royal asshole.
Okay.
Oh,
but not
shit.
from any
Okay,
of these.
okay.
But not from anyone you selected, so
Okay.
I will hold on to
Oh,
that.
okay. Getting ahead of myself
Okay,
here.
okay,
Okay.
all right. Sounds good.
So, okay, and then what were you gonna say?
I can give you some criteria if it helps. Things that
Yes,
I have
please.
sussed out from
Okay.
these communications over the past year.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
do think that number of people affected is a factor. It should count.
Okay.
Okay.
Intent to
Intent
harm,
is a
Intent.
good one.
and for the sake of having one more, just the pure degree of damage, without factoring in the amount of people or the intent. How much damage did this really cause to the main affected party?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we all have to argue our cases then.
Okay. Okay.
So does that mean Christy is our deciding vote?
I think so.
I think it has to be.
Judge.
If all
Judge.
three of us pick
Oh,
one, we
okay.
All right, Christy's a judge. All right,
Okay.
all right. So everybody form an argument
Okay.
oh, shit.
in your mind based on that criteria.
I gotta pee.
Do we want to take a break and then because
can-
listen,
Let's
can
take a break. Everyone formulate your arguments.
Formulate your argument?
We'll come back and we'll discuss. Let's roll the commercial.
whoosh. And we're back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so exciting.
So excited.
All right, so what were we supposed to do during that break?
You were supposed to put your arguments
I
together.
didn't do that.
Nah, we refilled drinks and went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And got chips.
I feel as though I can make an argument though.
All right.
And
You go
plead,
first, then.
And plead my case. Okay. So this person really only
Remind the people who you picked.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
you gotta remind
I mean,
everyone.
it's
Commercial break.
not like it was a long commercial. We only have like one commercial. So Frostad, the guy who wanted to
Frostad.
name his
Frostad.
daughter Emma Frost after the comic book character because he has a weird obsession, so much so that he stalked his future wife.
Allegedly.
I think it's pretty well established. I mean, it's canon at this point.
Right.
Pretty much stalked his future wife because he found out that she had the same name as Emma Frost's mother in the comic books, which was Hazel. Mentioned in none of this.
No,
To
none
her.
of it.
Met the woman, married her, impregnated
Wait, did they
her.
get married?
They did.
I thought they were just dating.
Oh, they did
just they're fiance.
Fiance.
Yeah, they're-
Okay.
Fiancé.
Planned
Yeah.
his future, well, at the time, his future wife. They ain't getting married no more.
Ew.
So the mother of his child impregnated her, demanded they name the child. Sorry, was that too direct?
Very direct.
It's bold.
It's what happened. It's what happened.
It's what happened.
Make
Okay,
it
it's the story.
You make it sound premeditated or something.
It
Right?
was
It might have been.
You know what? I wouldn't put it. And let's throw that in there too. It was, maybe
Let's
it
not.
was.
Let's not. That's going down a weird path.
I would be of the mindset that certain things were probably suspect. And,
For sure.
And
For
then the
everything
demands to name, and then she's just like, no, I don't want that. And he's like, but it needs to be. And then all this stuff starts coming out, and she's like, whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I'm just some comic book fantasy? Like, that's awkward. And then
they got the brother involved too.
Yeah, but he was cool with it.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, just name the kid that.
well, he's probably smoking pot in the basement and not doing anything important with his life.
Wait, I thought he had kids too.
I mean, he could still be doing that.
I don't think so. I think he was barely paying attention.
He was now,
Like,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
as most brothers do.
Either way, the brother was on board, probably not with the whole premeditated part or the kidnapping part.
'Cause that-
but
and then-
he was on board with the naming part.
It was his brother, though. It was his brother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I believe that like his brother's like response was like, "It's a cool name." Like I think that like that was like
I don't
like
think he
the amount
realized
of effort.
how deep it went.
Yeah, he probably didn't even know.
No.
But then the guy tried to
He
kidnap
knows
her.
the freaking lore. His last name is the same thing. Of course he knows.
Yeah, but he's into football and doesn't give a shit about comics. So
There's no way he doesn't know, though. He said his brother was planning this since he was little, which is also super fucking creepy.
So there it is. And then he tried to kidnap this woman.
All right, I'm gonna judge you based on the 3 criteria.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
All right, number of people impacted. I'm gonna say 2.
2.
Mom and baby.
Mom and baby.
The reach could be argued a little bit more far, maybe more of her extended family,
Well, yeah.
maybe
I mean,
more of his extended family. But we're gonna say
the impact.
solidly 2.
Directly 2. At this time.
Intent
Intent.
high,
High.
high,
High intent.
high.
High
intent.
intent.
That's like that's up there. That's like a 10 out of a 10.
It's up
10.
there on the intent scale. It is pretty much maximum intent.
Yeah.
And
Ugh.
damage done to the affected parties, pretty high. She's going to have trauma. She got a restraining order. And the daughter, he's going to try and get back into her life.
Yeah.
You think?
but
Not if she doesn't end up naming the baby that, though.
I mean, she didn't. She chose a different name. She refused to name the baby that.
oh, good. So, I mean, I'm
So
going to
that,
argue
I guess
that
that's a little bit of...
it doesn't reach that far.
We can't say for sure, but heavy impact on one of the people involved.
very high.
Mom.
Yes.
Poor mom.
So
She's
I'm
gonna
going to
need
say
therapy.
full points for the second category, low points for the first category, and about half points on the third category. So you get
Okay.
How many points?
1.75 points
Okay.
Out of
out
5.
of 3.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know what the math is. So
Did I do good?
I'd say it's pretty good.
2/3.
It's more than half.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing good, Kevin.
Cool.
You did great.
Thanks.
Good argument.
Good argument.
we
Well
can-
done.
Good game.
We can do it out of 30 if you want.
It's just multiplied everything by 10.
17 and a half.
Thanks.
Oh,
Makes me feel so
Jesus.
much better. All right, who's
You
next?
want to go or you want me to go?
I'll go next. Okay. So I chose.
Whatever happened to ladies first?
Yeah, you asshole.
Ooh.
Wow, rude.
Jesus.
I mean, you offered.
I said who, and then you said me.
Fine, fuck. I don't give a shit.
No, go ahead.
No,
You're clearly
no, I'm
prepared.
good. No, I got a hat. Go ahead.
No.
All right. Well, I chose the dad who raised a child for 6 years
Motherfucker.
and then found out that the child was not biologically his and said, "Bye, Felicia. I'm out of here." And the mother became terminally ill, is going to be no longer with us. But brother stepped in and said, "I will raise the child as my own." And the quote unquote father, original father,
The one that's the asshole.
is pissed off and thinks the child should go into foster care instead of being raised by the brother. And the parents of brother and brother are like, yeah, no, she should go into foster care. Fuck that kid. So
Oh, I feel like the other thing to that too, though, is that
this is my argument.
okay, we said stuff during Kevin's.
Yeah,
I know,
but
they
that's
just
Kevin.
jumped right in.
It's true. You
Jump in with me, Kevin.
talk
Come on,
about
let's
it.
go.
No,
This
I'm
is a
arguing.
forum.
No, I don't want this guy to win. I want my guy to win. I'm not
That's
adhering.
what I'm saying. Jump in with me, Kevin.
I got nothing to say.
We're supposed to be tearing down his argument. Thank you.
I mean, so
Did you
far
not?
it's all pretty.
I mean, I just recapped the
yeah,
story.
he just
I didn't really
recapped
make
the
an
story.
argument yet.
I haven't heard an argument.
All right.
Arguments don't really matter anyway, because I'm like, my criteria is pretty.
Right. This is true. This is true.
I mean,
So-
it doesn't affect that many people.
Bullshit, it doesn't.
2 people.
No.
You're
It
talking
doesn't.
about.
It affects,
You're talking
it
about.
affects
The
no more
shitty
people
dad
than
was
mine.
never there to
Fucking let
begin
me
with.
talk, Jesus! God damn!
He
I thought
was
this was
never
America,
there
ladies
to
and
begin
gentlemen.
with. It was the fucking uncle the whole time anyway.
It affects the uncle. It affects the child.
No,
That's
'cause
two.
he
It
wants
affects
to
the
do
mother.
it.
Listen, the mother who is dying
Well,
is
she's-
like,
It's
what's gonna
criminal.
what's gonna happen to my child? What
She
I'm
knows.
gonna
She's already-
die.
she's
What's
already
happening
dead.
to my
She
child?
knows.
The stress is furthering the cancer along.
I don't think that's
Chemo's not an option anymore.
That's not how
Think
that
that
works.
works.
She's
That's not how
gonna
it
she's gonna
works.
get one of them fucking burials where she becomes a tree or
I mean-
or whatever
Maybe.
the case may be.
That would be
Kind of cool.
dope.
Well,
Yeah.
then the child can visit the tree and be like, "Mommy,
It's the giving
what do I
tree.
do?" They had that at Give Kids the World. It was really depressing.
Doesn't the kid kill the
but-
tree at the end?
Yes.
What?
Oh yeah, the tree dies.
Yeah, the tree
at
dies.
the end of the giving tree.
I don't know that.
I don't know
story.
that. I just know in Ferngully, they like cut all them
That's
fucking
not
trees
the
down.
same.
I
That's
know
a
the
different story.
Lorax. He speaks for the
The
trees.
Lorax?
Yeah.
You also
With
know
Danny DeVito?
Ferngully.
I saw it. I
You
don't,
know,
I
you
don't
hate
know.
that movie.
I don't know him personally.
None of this has to do with the story.
What I'm saying is, the fact of the matter is, the mother is stressed as I don't know what's going to happen to my child while I'm dying, and her partner who's helped raising this child was like, no,
It affects
fuck you.
the mother, and it affects the child. It affects nobody else.
the grandparents.
No, 'cause the grandparents
didn't give a shit.
They don't care. They
Well,
don't
no,
give a shit.
no, because the brother's taking the child, so now the grandparents have to hate their own
that's-
child
they said they're
for stepping.
Boys. They're also assholes in this.
Yeah, they're also
Right,
part of the
they're
problem.
also- they are the assholes too.
They're
But
not
it's
affected.
tearing a family apart. It's tearing a family apart, okay?
Yeah, that's fine though.
But
in
that's
this
not
case.
because
fine,
of
but
the asshole in the
We're
story.
talking about people affected, though. We're talking about people
You're
affected.
Okay, the assholes don't get to be in
No,
that
the
row.
assholes are affected.
you
listen.
listen.
Operation H on them
No.
assholes. They're affected, okay? Or
You
infected.
can't affect the assholes.
I'm not really
they
sure.
are the problem. That's not how this works.
The point of the matter is,
This is
Christmas
kangaroo
is
court.
ruined
I don't.
because one of the brothers ain't showing up.
And it's fine. He was fucking never there to begin with.
We don't know that. That's conjecture.
Yes, we do. He said he was there the whole time.
He did
I'm just saying that it affects a lot of people.
not as many.
He said he was like a father. You wouldn't say that if your fucking brother was the father.
Well, he wasn't.
Exactly. He sucked.
No, I mean biologically, he wasn't. So
All of the above.
the point of the matter is, a woman is dead. Her
To
child.
no fault of anyone's.
Well, we don't know that either. Like
We don't. But
we get it's sad.
it's terminal.
It's sad.
okay.
But the point of the matter is, a family is torn apart. A child was going to be left to foster care when it could have been raised by family. And thank baby Jesus for this brother coming in and saving the child. But the fact of the matter is that dad was going to let the child that he raised for 6 fucking years go to an orphanage where they were probably going to have to get a minimum wage job doing like the fucking thing where you go into the machine and you grab out
What
the
are you
twine.
Okay, we're cutting you off. Christy, go.
All right. I'm giving you minimum points for people affected. You can't argue that. You just can't argue
No.
that.
I was gonna say,
You
well,
really
wait,
fuck?
because that's good because if you were gonna do that, I was gonna say then my story also affects the police
Redactively.
Well,
because
no,
they had to be on the job
I didn't.
to hunt down the kidnapper.
I gave you partial points for exterior people affected outside of the main two. I gave you some
Right.
exterior points. You didn't get minimal points. Gonna give this minimal points for people affected because I
This
do
highway
think
robbery.
that this is very much like 2 people tops affected, but they're moving on with their lives just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been disowned. They don't give a shit. They're doing
the
on their own
daughter's
thing.
the most affected. No argument there. But
For
I feel
sure.
like the brother.
What about the mother?
No, she knows the daughter's in good hands now.
Does she?
It's hard to
Yes.
give points
Yeah.
to the mother. She knows that the daughter's being adopted.
Right. She doesn't have much say
She
after
is
this
also
anyways. Like,
part of the cause of all of this. Not to speak ill
yes.
of people who are sick. She's not a saint in this.
no, she's not.
Go ahead.
This is very. I can't believe you're making me do this. So, I'm gonna give you minimum points for people affected. I'm gonna give you full points on intent. I'm gonna give you full points. on intent because
all right.
is
Good answer. Good answer.
he abandoned a child.
For fuck's sake.
His
It wasn't,
own
like,
child that he
premeditated,
thought
though.
for 6 years.
He just did it. I mean, it wasn't like he thought about it. He was just like, deuces, I'm out. There's no.
Yeah.
But then when
He
you
had to
find out
think
that,
about
like,
it when
oh
his
shit, the
ex
woman's
was
dying.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
It double. I feel like the double down is what gets me here. When he doesn't just abandon his child, but then says, "You have to abandon the child too."
Right.
Right.
He's telling somebody else that they need to in this
Right.
child's time of need. That's pretty fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Eh.
But for the impact, I'm going to give you half points. Because the daughter is still going to grow up with a very loving family.
that knows when to tell the other people to shove off.
She's going to have some trauma. And the brother is obviously going to resent his family for being so shitty. But I think he now knows he's fully in the right. He's doing right by the kid. And I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah. I think that, was it in the comments of that original post that like everybody was like, no, you're doing the right thing, basically?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was very reaffirmed. There's no chance that he's
I was gonna
going
say,
back.
not only that, he dropped a lot of dead weight in his family.
Yeah.
You know what? He's better off too.
That's
Not-
also conjecture.
It's not gonna. I'm not saying by any means it's gonna be easy, and I'm not saying that this guy is a
No.
grade A asshole. All of these people that we're talking about tonight, grade A assholes. But I'm gonna have to give you a 1.6 for this one.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Full points on intent, but
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I have to accept the judge's ruling, but
It's true.
I'm going to appeals court.
The final.
Yeah. So go ahead, Blakely. All
right.
It's your turn.
My story, boss mom. She is boss ass bitch and she don't care who knows it. This is for true. She's trying to ruin an entire community. I feel like we've seen this villain many times in many movies, television shows.
Roadhouse.
Yep.
Roadhouse,
Yeah. Tommy Boy if the villain won, just saying.
Yeah.
She inherited her dead husband's company and is running it straight into the ground. Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. She's having her daughter take over part of the company and is doing such a terrible job that literally everybody has come to her and told her that we want the other sister back because there was another sister and she was doing a better job. Clearly. Where is she? Nobody knows because this sister, she's just doing the best she can. She's got an internship for fashion. She actually gets paid pretty well, but like, that's okay. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. She also didn't really want the job, but you know what? It's okay. She's helping out mom. She's helping out mom. But these poor people, including the janitor, they have nothing else to do. They can't go anywhere else. This town is run by this company. And these people are stuck here and they can't do anything else. There's nothing else in this town for them. So they just have to deal with it. And I feel like that it's all going to go crash and burn at some point here in the near future. And they're all going to be fucked. Every single last one of them.
do we have any rebuttals?
I do not believe for a second that this is the only shop in town. I feel like
That's the thing.
I feel like that is an ego trip of somebody who's like, look at how important we are. We're the best. Everybody wants to work here. There's no other good companies in this area. When there's a lot of businesses starting up, a lot of local businesses doing good business.
A lot of remote
This
work.
is true, but
maybe
that's
pre-pandemic.
also more telling that she's just going to keep running this company into the ground.
But like, I think the people,
Because she doesn't think that they're
Yeah.
going to go anywhere.
I think the people will go somewhere. I think you have a lot of loyalty on hand of people who have been there for a while, enjoy the company for what it used to be, probably enjoyed the old leadership, have been doing good work. They see where the company's heading, and they're like, we don't want it to head this way. We still want to be together, but if we need to, we will fucking go somewhere else because there's always somewhere
But she
else to
doesn't
go.
care.
She
She
doesn't
doesn't care about
and
that.
she's oblivious.
She doesn't think they can.
Okay, so I agree. It probably affects the most amount of people. But if we're talking about severity, as of right now, everyone, or as the
No,
telling
as
the
of right now,
story,
everybody is living a fucking hell at
that
their
is
job.
conjecture. But as of as the
it's
telling
not.
of the
The
story,
goddamn
as the telling of the story,
janitor.
they're still employed.
The
They're still
fucking
employed.
janitor.
They're still getting a paycheck.
They're still getting a paycheck.
The janitor's still cleaning up shit, and he's still getting paid for it.
Yeah, and
he's
he hates-
unhappy.
to the
Listen,
point
we're all
he
unhappy.
hates it.
Okay.
They just want the other sister back. What happened to her? Okay?
We don't know that
She-
she's
she
not
went to the
fucking
company
taking
down the
vacations
street.
with her dead boyfriend's mom. I don't know.
She seems to have gave a shit, unlike this
All right,
sister.
I'm ready to make some rulings here.
Okay.
For people affected, it's our most so far. I don't want to give it full points though, because she does claim to, own the town. She's really only affecting the people that directly work for her.
Right.
It's true.
I kind of wish we knew how many people that was.
I do wish
Right.
I knew how many people to help me. I'm gonna give it a 75% on that one.
It seems
It's a
like
lot.
it's
Still a lot.
It seems like it's up there.
Intent is tough. It's a real tough one because I don't think she knows enough to have any true ill intent. Her intent is to keep her daughter hired, and she's actively disregarding what her employees want. So I have to give her half points
literally
on
all
that
of
because she's not wholly malicious. It's coming from a place of nepotism, which
I don't know though, because she does state like they have nowhere else to go.
she does
so
say
fuck
they have
them.
nowhere else to
Yeah.
go. She's using that to disregard them, which is why I still want to give her
Right.
half points because she's being shitty. She knows she's being shitty, and she's taking advantage of these people. But
I like the point where she also said that the daughter is making a lot of money on top of that, and that she's probably not doing a good job, and she said she didn't care, basically.
my main
That seems-
problem with it is that she hasn't fired the other people, and she hasn't brought down consequences for what they're
True.
doing. She's just denying
Right.
them, and her reason for the denying them is that she doesn't think they can do better. Very
That's fair.
shitty, but I think it's only worth half points here. Now the
Okay.
intensity is where I think that the real issue is so she's obviously affecting these people enough where they're miserable, but they're only miserable at work. Presuming that this doesn't go too deep into their personal lives, I can't give full points.
I mean, I don't know. When I'm miserable at work, I'm miserable at home too. I'm gonna say, if work is super, super shitty, homie's gonna be super shitty at home.
That's true. It can definitely bleed in. You bring that shit home.
Yeah,
Right.
you do. I like, especially if you're fearing for your job, like all these people are. Nobody's not fearing for their job at this place.
That's true. They're fearing for their job.
And even if they do decide to look elsewhere, like Kevin says, now they're on a job hunt. That's fucking serious.
That's true.
Yeah, sometimes you just get interviews and nothing happens.
Sorry.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. It's not great. The people aren't happy. She doesn't sound like she's going to fire them because she's more concerned about the fact that they can't leave.
Right.
So I don't think she can fire them. But she doesn't care about them. And it's making their
No.
work lives miserable. I genuinely want to give half points here.
Okay.
So I think that actually leaves us at 1.75, which if
Oh
I'm
shit.
We got time
Oh
here.
shit,
We have a tie.
Now,
Dan.
Kevin,
Well, okay.
actually.
well, yeah, Kevin, you and Kevin have
No,
tied.
I know. I'm saying he's got to help.
But-
us.
Oh, you
we
gotta win,
still-
Dan.
However, we still have to compare these two stories to our current
good point.
reigning royal asshole
Right.
with Christmas Dad.
Christmas Dad.
Now, I feel like we should do this one together.
Okay.
We can do it together.
Yeah.
I'll take
We can
input
do it
on this
Be-
one.
Because he's abandoning his family to go to his in-laws that disown their daughter for being different. And I think we kind of established that this guy's after money. Like that.
Yeah,
that
we kind of thought that the
yeah,
dad's probably
I
got
think we put that
definitely.
together.
something.
He's trying to sneak into the will.
Right.
He's trying to sneak into the will. And he's abandoning 4 kids on Christmas and a wife.
But she doesn't care.
Maybe from his
She's
perspective.
quiet.
And the stress of his relationship with his in-laws led to her going into labor
Preterm
early.
labor. Ugh.
And it is not a good situation. Now, the people affected is a little bit higher because you have 4
At
kids
least 5.
involved,
Yep.
Yeah, there are 4 chitlins.
and then you have
and
the
a
wife as well. The intensity. I mean, you made your wife go into preterm labor.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much more.
And
It's
your
pretty fucking
brother.
intense.
It might be
Yeah.
our only full points intensity on this one.
And your brother's starting
Yeah.
to kind of question your
Sanity.
sanity too.
Yeah, well, you wanted your brother to cover for you.
Yeah.
And the brother's like, no, why are you
Intense.
doing that?
Intense.
I think intent is what this comes down
I
to.
think I think he's over at Camping World. He's in the intenseness is so fucking big.
he
This is
lied
true.
because he knew that
Yeah.
it wouldn't go over well.
It was
wouldn't go over
so
well, so
bad that his own brother didn't want to cover for him.
no.
No, why
Mm-hmm.
would you? This is just stupid too. Like on top of that, like why? What's the point?
Right.
What's the point of you going over there? Just because you love them, you've
'Cause you want
connected with
money.
them.
You want, yeah.
Like what?
Because it was his father figure, right? That was the
That's what-
lie.
yeah.
Yeah,
he
because his
supposedly
father died at
said.
a young age, so he latched on to his in-laws.
All right. So okay, if I
Which,
remember correctly,
By a young age, it was what?
15.
He's
Like 15.
15. Yep. We don't know how
Oh,
old the
okay.
father was when he died. But
So he's
this guy was
known
15.
his wife since he was 15 years old.
at oldest, yeah. Could have
At
been longer.
oldest. Probably longer.
Much longer,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this got to be like the girl next door type of situation or a family friend.
High school sweetheart.
High school
Yeah.
sweethearts, something along the lines of that. Why is this woman with him? Like, I don't get it. I don't
Because she's
understand.
been with him so long, and now she has 4 kids and doesn't fucking know what to do. That's why.
I think that's a fair assessment.
It's not a good reason.
No,
but
it's not a
that's
good,
why.
but it sometimes it's the unfortunate reality of the situation.
I'm going to say
It's
on intensity,
very-
we can go full points.
Full points.
Easy.
Yeah.
I think we've got our winner. Like, I don't think this guy gets beat.
On number of people affected, I want to say half points.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intent, do we go full points?
He
on
lied.
intent?
He straight up
lied.
lied.
He lied.
He
He
straight
doubled
up
down.
knew
That
he
puts us at a 2.5, guys.
a 2.5. I think this.
She's bad.
I don't think we
He's-
topped this
he's-
guy, honestly.
He
Honestly,
I
guys.
really
don't think
like
so.
out of all the other. I mean, okay, like the other story had a fucking crime involved in it, and this guy still won.
Right.
Like
there was a felony.
there was
There
a
was.
felony
There was
attempt.
a restraining order.
Buddy, what are you doing? He's whacking
He's slapping you.
Listen, come on the show. You're the mascot. Yeah, it is bonkers. I mean, listen, and like that's the wild thing about these stories too is like you can have a literal crime occur
Yeah.
in one of these
Yeah.
stories. and
Legality does
still
not matter.
Have it
I
not
mean,
be
tell
as
that to
bad as yeah.
We aren't judging legality. We are judging how much
No.
of an asshole you are.
This is true. I mean,
Morality.
I mean, trying to
Morality.
kidnap somebody is pretty big.
It's pretty huge.
it's
It's
pretty big.
absolutely
It
huge.
is.
But
It fell flat on I would say just how many people it affected. It was very isolated. It was very localized.
Sure. I can
Right.
take that. But yeah, damn. Christmas Dad.
It was intense, man.
Whew.
I'd say
Wow,
we
man.
ended on the right guy.
He was
I
the
think
Grinch.
he was the
Truly.
Scrooge.
He was the Scrooge.
I think so.
He didn't learn his ways at the end, though.
No.
No. That's
This
the
guy
other part
could
too.
use some ghosts of Christmas past, future,
Yeah.
and present.
Sure.
Yeah.
He could use a lot of ghosts.
He could use Jesus.
That's a good ghost. All of the ghosts.
Jesus is a good ghost.
That's a
I mean-
T-shirt.
He's not
Trademark
alive,
this show.
so he must be a ghost.
Jesus is a good ghost.
He has a
like
Holy
it.
Spirit, as they say.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Holy
All right.
indeed.
I think that
Get
concludes
it?
our
'Cause assholes.
recap of the year, and
Guys,
I
come on.
think we reaffirmed our true royal asshole.
But wait, we have an update.
We have more than one.
But wait,
We
there's
have more than
We
one.
have
We
an
still have.
entire
How much more show do we
segment.
have?
We have an entire segment left to go.
Oh my god.
I think we could
Should
use
we take another
commercial
commercial
break.
break?
Another
though.
a
Before we
break?
dive, we need a quick. Everybody get some milk and cookies.
I
Re-energize.
can't eat right now. It's
Relax.
10:20. I'm not allowed
Cocoa?
to eat.
Should I get cocoa?
Get some cocoa. I want everyone to feel good because I got 7 updates for you
Holy
tonight.
shit.
7 updates. We'll read them all, and I want you to
Yes.
feel good by the end of this. So get some milk, get some cookies, get some cocoa, get whatever you need to get. Party streamers, I don't know.
Well, there's a lot more editing I got to do for this episode, so stick around and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah.
Yes.
We planned that.
Yes.
I didn't get anything. Everybody
got
looks
eggnog.
to be in like way better spirits than me. I didn't refill my booze. I can't eat anything right now. I didn't
Who
even.
did that?
I should have refilled my water. I didn't do that. But hey,
Oh,
He's in fasting mode.
this is where I'm at now.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm-
so
I'm in cookie mode.
fuck. I really want to eat my cookies. Okay,
It's
update
peanut
time. You got updates.
I got updates.
We've got ears. Let's hear 'em.
I got
me everywhere.
7 updates.
7.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, now wait. Are these of all royal asshole winners, nightly asshole winners, or just stories that we told throughout the year?
Any story we ever told that had an update
Ever?
in
Yes.
this year.
In
Okay.
this year.
In this
Calendar year. Okay.
calendar year.
So we have so many stories. Subscribe to this channel. Go to the archives. Check them out. Christy, take it away.
There's a lot of good ones.
Right. Our first update comes from an episode or a story we read in episode 23, April 8th.
Okay.
It's the episode where we didn't get a ton of discussion, but
Okay.
a boyfriend cooks his girlfriend food and she just shits all over it. She says it tastes like shit. I hate it. Do not like this. What is wrong with you? Refuses to eat it. And he was wondering if he was the asshole for refusing to make her meals anymore because she would not stop complaining about everything that he
Okay.
made.
Okay.
Rings a bell.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like we said that there wasn't enough info on that one.
It sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I remember the story,
There
and
was-
we were like, there wasn't enough to banter
no
about. We were just like,
clear-cut
there was not
asshole.
enough.
There were
Right.
some holes
We're like,
in the
it's
story.
weird.
maybe?
It sounds assholey, but there's something else to it, and we didn't know what it was.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I've got an update.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
Well, shit. There's way too many responses here for me.
It's a great way to start an update.
Right.
Nice.
Most of it was pointing to some obvious shit that didn't even hit me until y'all mentioned it.
Like what?
Okay.
It was super late when I posted this, and I was going to wait until morning to talk to her. I'd missed a call from my girlfriend, so I called her back. totally different tune this time. She was really apologetic about the way she was acting and didn't realize how much of a bitch she was being. Her words, not mine, I swear.
Okay.
Okay.
Until she talked more with her sister. Apparently, her sister didn't have the full details of the fight. My girlfriend was just extremely upset, and while she told her that what we fought about, I guess the state my girlfriend was in at the moment made her think the fight was a lot bigger than it actually was. She didn't know this was going on for days until they talked about it last night. And even her sister was like, seriously? So that helped her see how shitty she was being towards me. Her sister also apologized to me. Sister laid into him in the original post because she didn't have the full details. Yep. I said my piece to her. It wasn't cool being used as her punching bag, and I don't deserve that kind of disrespect from her, especially when I'm here cooking meals for both of us. My girlfriend was really understanding of that, and we both agreed to talk shit out instead of letting it all boil up to the point where we're both snapping at each other.
Okay. Communication.
Communication.
How
Folks.
about it,
Amazing.
folks?
It's good.
Communication is key.
Okay, so getting back to what everyone's been wanting to hear. My girlfriend got home and I decided to bring up her issues with the smell thing, praying to God she wouldn't rip my head off for implying she was only mad because hormones. Her reaction was priceless, though, because clearly she didn't think about that either. So, yep, we took a quick trip to CVS and got us a couple of tests just to be sure. We came home, and it turns out they're positive. Holy fuck.
Shit.
I can't believe you guys were right about that. I'm feeling a bit of a dumbass for not knowing. But anyways, yeah, we're pregnant and freaked out, super excited. My girl for sure cried, and okay, me too, a little bit. She's calling her doctor to make an appointment just to be sure, but it looks like we got a little squish on the way, and I can't stop thinking about it. It's just too crazy. I know lots of you keep asking, so there's your update. This has been a fucking roller coaster.
Wow. God damn. If something positive didn't come out of this fucking show.
See?
Can you believe that?
If you talk it out and you try to see all sides of it, you come to a conclusion where
pregnant.
maybe you can.
So we didn't even key into that, but some commenters here were like, hey, so she thinks your food smells and tastes like shit. Have you considered?
Right.
Because, like,
I mean, when I was pregnant, man, some smells legitimate gave me heartburn.
That's true.
Like, I would just smell something and I would instantly get heartburn. Like, your senses go all crazy. It's weird.
Did this story happen during COVID? Because, like, could that have been one of our assumptions? Is just like
it absolutely happened this year, 10 months ago.
Okay.
Around the time we read it, so we could have assumed.
I barely remember what I did today.
COVID, though, you can't smell, and she was like, it does smell, and it smells like shit.
Oh.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Okay. So
well, mazel tov to these people.
Congrats.
Congrats on your baby squish.
Heck yeah.
Baby squish
I hope
and talking
good.
it out and communicating.
You know what? You guys are going to do great.
You're going to be fine.
You're going to be great.
It's a good step in the right direction.
You communicated, and people apologized.
That's a big thing.
That's big. Yeah, you don't get too much of that.
Not nothing.
How about it? Wow. Christy, I feel good.
Great first update. Great first update.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah. Baby squish.
Coming in a little bit later, we got episode 29.
Okay.
June 3rd.
Okay.
We had it's Cabo Girlfriend.
We got an update on Cabo Girlfriend.
We got an update on Cabo Girlfriend.
Oh shit!
All right. Oh shit! This ain't gonna be.
Did he drop it like it's hot?
This isn't gonna be light and fluffy.
No.
All right, here we go. So it's been a year since my previous post.
Whoa!
What?
She posted this in 2020.
Okay.
Just before COVID.
Okay. Right.
Oh shit!
A lot has changed.
I bet it has.
You don't say.
I've taken the time to really think about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
What I came down to is that y'all were right. Someone's mother dying is huge, and I should have given more support.
Fuck yeah, you should have.
Yes.
I sat down and spoke to Jamie about my feelings. This conversation happened about 3 months after the funeral.
Wow.
He said that he was upset with what happened, but wanted to move on from the argument because our relationship means a lot to him.
Oh, poor thing.
Poor guy.
He's trapped.
Yeah.
I told him I'd been thinking about it, and what it all came down to is that my feelings for him weren't as strong as they should be.
Yep.
I mean, that was pretty fucking obvious.
Right.
Whoa.
If we've been together for 2.5 years and my feelings are starting to fade, then we should take a break. He was upset and crying a lot, but I told him that this would be better for both of us. This way we can think about what really matters and how much of the past to hold on to, as well as the love we have for each other.
Oh, this is gross.
I ended up calling him about a month after that conversation and breaking things off. He's a great guy, and I should have been better to him. Things took a very sad turn for him, and I'll miss him always.
No,
I think I could have and should have handled things better than I did. Anyway, thank you all.
Oh,
Like, at
my
least...
God.
Okay, hang on.
This poor guy. He's... Oh, this poor guy.
At least she's self-aware now.
Hmm.
But
To an extent.
to an extent, but I mean, like, she came to the realization that the relationship wasn't going to work out. She didn't have true feelings for him. She should have and could
She made him
have
hang in the
handled things.
balance on a fucking break, though.
She did let him hang, but also, and like, man, I really don't want to put any heat on homie because like he's mourning. He went through a big.
This is nothing on him.
After.
He's clinging on to any hope and love that he has in his life right now. That poor guy.
He's going through a lot.
This is not on him at all.
No, it's not on him.
He's clinging for happiness.
I wish
this lady is sadistic.
It's
not great.
His mother died.
His mother
3
died.
months later, his girlfriend leaves him.
No, she took a break with him,
Yeah,
so she
and
can
then-
decide whether she wants to be
So
with
she go
him
back
or not.
to Cabo and meet Raphael in the
You know
corner.
what? Anybody that puts you on a break, fuck them. I'm just gonna say that
Yeah.
because you know what?
Are
Breaks-
just
They're
Breaks aren't
basically
real.
saying whether they want to think about whether they want to date you still or not.
That's
breaks are
Fuck that
because someone
person.
wants to cheat or because they're trying to find an easy exit to a relationship.
right.
Yep.
Yep. Or they just want you on the back burner, and any of that is not good. Just
It
leave.
ain't good.
Nope. You're better than that. Don't do that.
Right. Do it.
Just end it.
So fuck that bitch.
Terrible.
I'm glad that he's not with her anymore. She seems to be a terrible person. I'm sorry. This is not great timing, to say the least. But
Yeah. Whew. Okay.
hopefully he finds somebody better.
That was
hopefully.
not a feel good one, Christy.
No,
I
sorry.
don't feel good
They,
anymore.
they can't
No,
all feel
but
good.
it ended the way it should have, though.
With tears?
With,
fella?
with them breaking
He's
up.
got a chance.
With them breaking up.
He's
that
got
was
a
the best
chance.
thing. That was for the
Yeah,
best.
that was what it should have
There
been.
was a phrase in there that made me uncomfortable where she said something about unfortunate circumstances for him and I'll miss him always.
Right.
And that was like
super
that was
creepy.
kind of a creepy of like I don't know if he's with us anymore. Like type of
No.
statement.
No.
Like
It was a kind of like,
that's-
It was
don't
just
know
her-
if we'll...
She's just a bad person.
Yeah, she's pretty terrible.
she's a
Yeah.
bad person. I mean, yeah.
It seemed like how she worded that the whole time was like, if I come back to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Barf.
gross.
It's gross.
It's not good.
No.
So then, episode 33, we had a story about a father who didn't let their kids wear pajamas once their day started. They had
yeah.
they could change into sweatpants, they could change into a clean pair of pajamas, but they could not wear their pajamas once they got out of bed.
Right.
And we voted that it was weird, right?
It was weird.
weird.
Yeah,
It was a weird story.
It's controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
controlling.
we voted it was weird and controlling.
Okay. My daughter and I got back from the doctor a few hours ago, so I thought I'd update everyone as my last post got a pretty large response. I am a good dad. That's something that I am sure of.
Who are you trying to convince there?
Okay.
I love my kids. I try very hard to be a good parent, and I know I've done that. A few people commented on my post saying I was ruining my kids' lives, etc., but that's not true in the slightest.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are
That's
worse,
that's
there are
right.
worse
It's a
things you
little
can do.
We said it was weird, but
Yeah.
no, we're not ruining
Not ruining
lives here.
lives,
Right.
no. That being said, I was somewhat wrong about the pajamas.
Okay.
As some people mentioned, changing out of pajamas acts as a reset for them and helps them acknowledge that they're starting their day. This is why my wife and I started the rule in the first place, but obviously things change over time.
Right.
Shortly after getting my asshole title, I went to talk things out with my daughter, intending on figuring out a way to change the pajama policy so that we were all happy with it. I re-explained the reasoning behind the rule, shifting mindsets in the morning, and she ended up crying and told me that changing her mindset didn't matter because she can't stop falling asleep anyway. I asked her what she meant, and she explained that she's been falling asleep multiple times a day, even when she's changed out of her pajamas.
What?
My wife is close friends with a somnologist, so we set up an appointment. That's like a sleep specialist, like a dream.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But who's just friends with one of those?
Some people, someone's got to be friends with these
I mean,
people,
like,
right?
I'm sure at least one of these people has a friend. Like,
Who just
I don't have any of those kind of friends.
So we set up an
Anyways.
appointment, and he spoke with my daughter. He recommended that she go for a polysomnogram and a sleep test. It turns out she has narcolepsy.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh.
okay.
We're currently discussing treatment options with her doctors to see how we can help her, but it's a big relief for her to know that there's a reason behind why she's struggling with sleep. As for the pajamas, we sat down as a family and discussed it together. We all decided to keep the rule, but reworked it so that the kids can eat breakfast in their pajamas as long as they're changed and starting online school on time. Also, a lot of people asked why my wife and I don't limit the kids' screen time. We limit my son's as he's a bit younger, but my daughters are extremely good at limiting their own. They're both bookworms and understand that too much screen time is harmful, so they don't spend a lot of time on their devices anyway. So my wife and I have never felt the need to step in. And that's it.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Are these people Asian?
It does not say.
I think you asked that question
You
the
might-
last
I
time
think you
too.
might have asked
I
that
think
last
you
time.
did.
Still don't know.
Still don't know. You know what?
I feel like I know some people. These people remind me of them.
This
I don't
poor
know
kid.
why.
This poor kid is Mr. Bean in that Rat Race movie.
well, interestingly enough, I feel like making this post and being outed as an asshole led to some good.
It did.
Because
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
got
like,
their daughter help.
once again, communication.
He took his judgment like a
He took his
champ.
judgment. He accepted it. He
I'm
talked to his
sorry,
family.
but-
He talked to his daughter.
Yeah,
And they're getting her
I feel
treatment.
like the communication thing is extra hard for parents.
Sure.
Can be.
Like, you do need to communicate with your children and vice versa. And I feel like that's a path that doesn't open as frequently as it needs to for
Nah.
a lot of people.
It's true. It's hard.
It's like
Right.
you're parent and parent only, but like communication works both ways.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be just parent.
That's
you
true.
need to listen also.
Sure.
Look for signs. Look for cues.
And
I mean, and obviously, like, I don't know. It kind of makes me sad, like that this daughter couldn't say that she was feeling that way to
Right.
them.
I mean,
also
maybe
to
there was
begin
some
with.
controlling issues there.
She might not have
I think-
felt
Right.
like she had the ability. She might have been embarrassed, partially.
Right? So,
Right.
Just
something.
didn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
She just didn't have the words to explain what was going on.
I mean, clearly,
Right.
you know,
Mhm.
she just said like changing doesn't stop her from falling asleep. So,
Right.
which I will
Right.
say, now being 2 years into a pandemic and working from home for the last 2.5 years, I'm not completely against the dad in this situation.
If I have to change before I start the day.
There was a realization I had about a month ago while at work, and you know, because everything's virtual, and so I'm on one of my
Nothing's
chats,
real.
and nothing's real, and I see myself in like my webcam, you know, review,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, this is how I look.
What happened
Like
to me?
I'm on professional calls, business calls, like trying to plan things
Disheveled.
out, and I'm just disheveled. I'm wearing the same Under Armour shirt I wear every 4 days. I'm in
God.
sweats. My hair's not done. I haven't shaven. So I was like, I can't do this. So like now, like I do make more of an effort to like even on Christmas. Like Christmas, like after we did presents, like I got up, I washed my face, I did my hair, I put on a nice button down. I mean,
There you go.
I wore my good sweat shorts and
Right.
a nice pair of socks, and I spruced myself up a little
I
bit.
feel like there's
Never
a learning
changed.
curve from the pandemic that I happened to learn prior to the pandemic. Being a stay-at-home mom, like you don't necessarily have to get up and get dressed and shit. Like, but like you do. You
Yeah,
do.
it's
You really
important.
do.
There are some.
You do.
I feel like there's a bare minimum that you should at least aim for. Like you
Right.
don't always have to put on like a nice shirt and slacks or jeans or a nice pair. Like you can wear cozy clothes, but like there
Make 'em
are
presentable.
and I mean like everybody's gonna be different. Like I feel like I have like those few things that I need to make sure that I'm doing at least regularly. Every day.
I'm a person
So,
that
like-
likes to dress up anyways, so like
So
if
there you
there's
go,
a thing that I can dress up for, I probably will.
Done.
Sure. So
And I know not everybody's like that, and like I feel like that's the kind of the pandemic thing. I feel like it's made more people cling to that than
Right.
there used to be. People would just be like, I don't give a shit because I have to dress like regular anyways.
right.
But now they're like, if you worked from home for so long, people are clinging to actually doing like, I feel like more like cosplay events and like people dressing up for like different costume things and stuff now than there used to be pre-pandemic even.
Yeah.
It's an event now.
Yeah, there's like more things that people are like, let's dress up for this thing. Why? Because we can.
We
Exactly.
can.
Including New Year's.
Yeah. All right. So what do we
Happy
got
New Year's,
next?
y'all?
We still got more updates.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
our next
shit.
update
Hell yeah.
is from episode 36, which we did on July. We've got 2 updates from this episode.
Okay.
Wow.
July 15th,
Okay.
episode 36. The first one comes from our friend who just wanted her husband to listen to her podcast.
Oh.
This was so sad.
Yeah, so sad as shit.
Oh.
This was
Yeah.
sad. He bought her stuff for the podcast, but still
You just-
just
And Reddit fucked up on this one.
Right.
They said that she was the asshole
Yeah.
for demanding
Oh,
he
Yeah.
listen to
no.
it when it clearly triggered
Yeah.
his anxiety.
Oof.
Oh, God. But he was avid at listening to other podcasts or something weird like that,
Right,
too, right?
right.
Yeah.
He saw his wife as an extension of himself, made him uncomfortable listening to her speak.
Such bullshit.
Weird.
Which is such an asshole thing to say. I'm sorry, that's weird.
You're not going to like this update.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, this poor
I got a
woman.
lot of comments on this post, and despite me trying to justify myself throughout the thread, I fully accept my asshole ruling.
No.
Especially since my husband did try and listen to my very first episode last year and told me about the anxiety issue. I wanted to give it another try since, in my opinion, my content had gotten much better since then. So yeah, I guess double asshole for me.
No.
I apologized to my husband for my pushiness and told him I was just feeling pretty down about my podcast underperforming. Yes, it's a hobby, but it's also become my passion and I do want to see it succeed. He volunteered to help me with things like making a website to help, and I'm going to look into some advertising options that don't cost much money. I agree that pressuring my husband to listen is not the way forward here. My husband even told me that he would love it if I talked to him more about my interest in books. I usually keep it from him since I figured he didn't want to hear my podcast. He wouldn't want to hear my book talk at all. He also told me it would be nice if I listened to him more when he talks about his hobbies, video games, etc. So I'm going to work on that to be a better partner. I've taken a lot of the insight here into account, and I'm going to take that and become a better partner and podcaster. Thanks, everyone.
Gross.
Yeah,
I hate
it's
this
not great.
update. I hate this
hate
update
it.
so much.
I hate it.
They've taken the fact that the husband's not supporting her that well into telling her that she's the unsupportive one and that she needs to take more of an interest in him. And that just really upsets me.
It's gross.
So not true. It's like this is asinine.
It's gross. I don't like it.
How?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's like they're like, oh, he did minimal effort. That's okay.
Why aren't you doing more?
Why aren't you doing more? You should listen to him. And she feels like compelled that she shouldn't even talk to him about the thing that she podcasts about. Ew, this is gross.
I don't like it.
Yep.
Not only that, but don't pay for advertising. Like there's other ways to do that. Like, don't fall into that scheme.
Yeah.
Also, I misspoke.
We don't
before.
advertise.
This is episode 35. So if you do feel like going back to listen, don't. It's not episode 30. You still listen to episode 36, obviously.
Oh, sure.
This is episode 35.
35.
But we have another update from the same episode.
Okay.
Okay.
It's about the friend who mocked his female friend for setting him up on a notoriously bad blind date.
Okay.
She bragged to her friends about how good she was at setting people up, but this one was a crash and burn because he was bisexual and his blind date was very homophobic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember this.
This got weird.
Yeah, it got weird.
It got weird.
And he called her out saying, "You're clearly not that good at it." She got very upset. And it's just the whole thing was very strange. But we said he wasn't the asshole for this.
Right.
No. We said she was the asshole because he called her out and she couldn't just laugh it off or something like that, right?
Correct. So I got a lot of responses to my post, way more than I expected. And even though I was judged not the asshole, I found a lot of varied responses. I guess what I realized was that I was upset with her reaction more than I was with the failed setup. Dates fail all the time.
Absolutely.
It is not a big deal. Anyway, I talked to her about it. I explained to her that I wasn't really bothered by it and didn't blame her for it. I did talk to her about the weird response and how that had hurt me a little. She apologized for that and told me that she realized that she had feelings for me and she felt great when the setup failed, and it took her some time to get that it had not been a pleasant experience for me, and she behaved a bit like an idiot. Her words, not mine.
Oh, shit.
We decided to go on a few dates to see if there was any chemistry, and we had our first date 2 weeks ago. It was just a dinner at my place and some wine after her shift at the hospital, and it was great. I feel really comfortable with her, and I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like instead of starting a new relationship, we just added more routines and activities to our old one, and it feels like not much has changed at all, except that what has changed has made us happier.
Oh.
Okay.
So I should stop trying to jinx it, because things have worked out for now.
So they're banging.
Communication.
You know,
That too.
Gentlemen.
That too. That too.
Communication.
Communication also helps in situations like this.
also, don't set people up if you're interested in them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
She
not
might
great.
not have
Don't do
realized it fully.
I mean, okay.
She was probably like, she cared about him and she wanted him to be happy. So she's like, I know someone who would be great for you. And then she was like, why do I feel so bad about this?
Yeah.
Feelings are hard.
Feelings are
You know?
tough.
They are. Yeah. It got weird, but then it got better.
But then it got better.
It got
Hey.
better.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on your
Well
relationship.
done. You know, this
Hey,
shows
good job talking
it's
it
a roller
out.
coaster.
Real roller
It's a
coaster.
roller coaster.
I mean,
of love.
I'm sorry you had to encounter such a shitty homophobe
Yeah.
to begin with.
I mean, that's not
but-
great. That's
That's
not
not great.
ideal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
it's-
I'm glad that in the end you talked it out with your friend. That was the real reason that you were upset, not because you had to deal with a shitty homophobe. Because like, bye Felicia. But you talked it out, and look, got you somewhere good.
Boom.
all right.
Right, our next update comes from episode 40
Okay.
on August 26th. And it's about the story where the fiance was organizing a surprise trip for her fiance's birthday, but his friends were trying to get her to cancel because they wanted to take him out instead for a night with the boys.
Oh yeah, these people sucked.
and they ruined it, right? They ruined the surprise.
Oh yeah.
So they didn't. She was
Oh, they
worried that
didn't?
they would.
Okay.
She was trying to figure out if she should just, let them do it or if she needed to be firm and keep their trip, basically.
Right.
So here's the update.
Okay.
Some of you asked for an update, so I shall deliver.
All right.
First things first, the surprise wasn't ruined.
Hey. Okay.
Oh, all right.
We got to go and my fiance loved it.
Nice.
Yay.
I followed your advice and told him that I had something planned that clashed with the plans his mates had made and that they are now threatening to ruin the surprise. I offered to tell him what I had planned, but he shut that down pretty quickly.
Nice.
He then called one of the boys and asked them what the fuck was wrong with them to pull this stunt and that they should know that our birthday surprises are very important for our relationship and something that we look forward to for the whole year.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
Way to go,
Nice.
After a rather lengthy talk with his mate, it turned out that the boys wanted one last big birthday piss-up before he got married, as they all felt like he was drifting away from them and that his priorities shifted.
I wonder
Oh,
why.
they did.
Yeah.
They did.
A piss up.
A piss up.
Piss up.
These guys are clearly
British
I think
AF.
British
we
AF,
established that they are British as fuck for sure. Also, you can have a piss up any time of the year. Like it doesn't need to
Listen,
be
you
for
just
the
ain't
birthday.
Isn't that what the bachelor party's for anyways?
I
Yes.
think that's what they were maybe trying to establish was like it
To
was going
piss
to be a
yeah, but no, but
I
this was
think
his birthday.
they were trying to
it was going to be a dual purpose
put
event.
A dual piss.
a little bit of
Everybody's pissing.
they were trying to take priority. They were saying, you're going to get married, but we're
Right.
still the boys and we still get birthdays. I
Yeah.
think they were trying to
That's
get
right.
a little dominance
Right.
into that relationship, and he shut them the
they're trying to
fuck
be
down.
dom.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He drifted into the correct path, away from you wankers. I had to try to throw British. I'm not good at the British.
That's okay. You're doing great.
It's good. It's great. So my fiance then told him that it's normal for priorities to shift when you're in a long-term relationship. He made it known that he was
Yes.
very disappointed with the boys' behavior towards me and that they needed to apologize. Apart
Good.
from that, we had a wonderful weekend. He loved it and even ordered a blanket with his favorite photos of the trip on it.
Oh, nice.
My fiance didn't go to the boys' night, though, last week as no one had apologized to me. I guess that showed them that he was serious, and
Wow.
most of them called or messaged me afterwards with an apology, except for one bloke.
But it was that one bloke.
Oh,
Everyone apart from
Always.
him will be coming to ours for a barbecue next week, and we're both hoping to be able to move past this rather unpleasant experience. That's all, guys. Take care.
Nice.
cheerio,
Wow.
Chip Chip.
Cheerio.
Damn it, Jared. Just apologize.
His name is
yeah.
not Jared. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's British. It might be.
Is Jared a British name?
I mean, it's more proper than Todd.
I think that's incorrect. That's very incorrect.
Fucking Todd.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Well, the American version is Todd. The British version is Jared.
What the fuck are you talking
what
about?
are you talking about?
I'm just saying it is.
I don't think that's correct.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Benedict.
Benedict. There you go.
Yeah, it's definitely him.
Yeah.
Bangers.
MASH.
Cumberbatch.
Gravy.
This is a stand-up fella, guys.
It's my buddy Bangers and Mash Cumberbatch.
I am very happy that this turned out this way.
Yeah.
And
Right. The surprise didn't get ruined.
He was
that's
like, ain't
important.
nobody
He loved
ruining
it.
my birthday supplies. Fuck y'all.
Hell no.
Yeah,
right?
fuck y'all.
And he still
Yeah.
had a great time
You
at the
wankers.
barbecue. Is it still a barbecue there?
Still
I don't know what
barbecue.
They,
call
they
it.
said barbecue. They said
Yeah.
barbecue, yeah.
Oh,
They did say
Put
barbecue.
another
okay.
shrimp on the
Okay.
Barbie, you know?
Yeah, some
think that's
fish and
Australian.
chips.
fish and chips.
That's Australian.
No.
That's
Well, I
definitely
mean, like, what's Australia? But like
Yeah.
English prisoners.
no. English Islanders.
I mean, that's the more polite way to say it. But like, it was a prison colony.
Is it in British Columbia?
No, no.
All right, let's move
Anywho.
on from that.
We're off the fucking rails. I'm glad this turned out this way.
Yes.
This has turned out the best way. And you know
Chip,
what?
chip, cheerio.
If the one guy, Mr. Benedict, can't get his shit together,
Jared.
then you know what?
Fuck him.
It wasn't meant to be.
Let's fuck him.
You weren't that good of friends to begin with, then were ya?
He
Nope.
can go piss up a
You know
rope.
what?
That's
You gotta
right. There you go.
Communicate.
He can go piss in his own jar.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. What's next?
All right, we got one last update
Okay.
One last update. Okay.
from episode 51 on December 9th.
Ooh, that was a couple weeks ago.
Oh shit.
This is our friend who kept track of their friends' outfits in a Google Doc.
Oh. There's an update on this?
There's an update on this.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
They're in high school.
They were, okay, so just to recap, they were tracking all of their friends'
For
outfits for like years, it was established.
Okay,
God.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a
Years.
while.
And like legit full on PDF files.
And
on
like
them with
it had like a
graphs.
dossier.
Like every month they made a new file, which is the only reason they weren't outed for longer than that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And
And-
they said they could predict the styles and outfits that their
Yeah.
friends
They were like
going
doing
to wear.
statistics
Gross.
and everything.
Yeah. There was a way to go about it
Analyzing.
where it could have been okay.
That wasn't it.
This was not the way to go.
Wasn't it?
No.
That's not the way.
All right.
Right. I posted about a week ago, and a brief recap is that I recorded descriptions of the outfits of my friends that they wore over a 3-year period without telling them. When one of my friends found out, she told the others, and they were upset.
Yeah.
Most of the comments called me an asshole, and I understand where I went wrong now and decided to talk to my friends about it.
You don't say.
I asked my friends if I could talk to them, and over the weekend when we were all free, we talked over FaceTime. And I explained to them why I started keeping track of their outfits, how long I had done it for, and why I kept doing it. I told them that I was sorry for not telling them and didn't realize it would make them upset. I told them I'd delete the information if they'd like, and I'll stop doing it if they want me to. 2 of my close friends on the call said that they understood what I was doing better now. They said they didn't really mind that I was recording their outfits, but they would have liked to know first. I promised to run it by them if I do something that I think might bother them in the future. They asked for me to show them my data, which I did. And they asked me to send them a copy because they said they honestly thought that it was interesting. My other friend, the one who originally found the data, said that she was a little creeped out by it, but thanked me for explaining. She apologized for reacting so strongly without giving me a chance to explain, and I told her that it's fine, and I don't blame her. So yeah, we're back to getting along now. My friends are great people, and they're a little weird too, which is why I think we make great friends. I love them, and I'm glad they're so understanding. Thank you very much to everyone who responded to me. I really appreciate your advice and opinions. To the people asking if I have autism or OCD, I don't know. I can't get tested for any of these things until I'm an adult because it's not something my parents would approve of.
Oh.
Told you. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
I've been learning what those things are, though, and I wouldn't say I have either as I haven't been formally diagnosed. To the people calling me a serial killer or a stalker, I'm not either of those, but you're free to have your own opinions. To the people calling me dishonest, I don't know how to prove to you that I'm not. To the people who told me they're surprised I have friends, and the person who privately messaged me to call me the R slur, and the people who privately messaged me to tell me to kill myself, maybe take a step back and examine your life choices if a stranger's post on Reddit got you this mad. It's the people who compared me to Dennis Reynolds and Abed. LOL.
Okay.
That's all
That's
for now,
always
but
funny.
thank you again.
All right.
Yes.
That's okay.
I knew that this was a young
Had to be.
Had to be.
person.
Yeah.
Young girl. It was a young girl, right? Yeah, it's weird. I'm glad that she told them and
And they had a
actually
conversation.
had the conversation about it
Right.
again. Conversation, communication.
yeah.
It's all key.
Communication.
And I'm also really happy that this person found really weird friends just like them.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good.
good on you. Get them weirdos together.
Yeah.
Do weird graphs
Let-
and shit.
Let your
Start a
freak
podcast.
flag fly. Just be
Exactly.
cautious and
Consent.
consent.
Communication.
Communicate your-
You can
your
be as
freakiness.
weird as you want as long as you got consent.
Yeah,
And
ask
you're not
first.
hurting anybody else.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Safe words. It's fine.
It's cool.
That's what they're there for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Safety first.
Yep.
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not. Whatever.
But yeah, I would also like to point out how a lot of the people who go on Am I the Asshole are actually the assholes themselves.
Right.
Right. Yes.
Right.
This poor person legitimately, genuinely just needed some feedback.
Sure.
Got it.
Right.
Did the right thing. Fixed everything. There were still assholes messaging them, being really shitty about it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the internet.
I'm sorry. Do not, in any circumstance ever, this is just straight up advice, do not, in any circumstance, private message someone you don't know with your fucking opinion. Ever. Don't do it.
No.
There's no
Just
reason.
don't.
No.
There's
Don't
no
do that.
need
Yeah.
to.
Even if you think you're doing the right thing.
It's
Absolutely
No,
not.
It's just
never.
not.
Don't.
Don't.
Because you're probably not doing the right thing.
Probably not.
No. You're either, and even if you are, you have now scared that person into not doing the correct thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
just fucking don't.
Right.
There you go.
Well,
PSA.
PSA.
holy cow. Wow.
This was a year, guys.
This
This was a
was
fucking year.
A year. It's been just.
Should we do a mock countdown, guys?
I don't know. Are we gonna set it up for an end of year countdown?
No.
Okay.
This
All
will,
right, count
this
on
will
your own
Take a
be
lot.
time.
posted on Thursday. We
Okay.
probably won't do like a live premiere. We'll probably just drop it so people can watch it throughout the
Sure.
day because
Whatever they want.
it's
Watch it
it's
at your leisure,
we're
or
rolling into
save it
New
till
Year's,
the
yeah.
end of the night. Do what you want.
watch how you
Light
if you
some
want to get
candles.
freaky with it, light some candles, put your good socks
Make
on,
an evening.
fluff a pillow.
Change out of those
I mean,
jammies.
if they've
Change.
gotten this far,
Yeah.
they've already watched it. So
Yeah.
Well, for future episodes, maybe they want to watch
There
it
you
again.
go.
Who knows?
Get your safe word ready.
Yeah, get your safe words out.
We can't hear it.
Let everybody know. Leave your safe word. Comment below with your safe word.
what's your safe word?
Streptococcus. That's a good one.
No,
Or
it's
scuba.
not.
No, it's got to be a syllable.
Scuba.
That's 2 syllables.
Cat.
Because you got to say it quick. If you're uncomfortable, you got to say it quick.
Yeah,
But,
you got a one.
You got one syllable
One or-
it.
There's so many. How many one-syllable words are there?
So many.
No.
Cake.
But what if because I feel like cake could slip out as
That. Lame.
slip out.
Done.
no
Flu.
can't do done.
Art. Pop. Dude.
Those are all things I feel like could be said organically.
I mean, you could just go with the standard of red, but that's up to you.
Red, green, yellow.
Okay. Fucking
Happy
Pokemon
New Year,
cartridges.
everyone.
Happy New Year.
We hope that you communicate with your significant other,
Yeah.
your friends, your family, your children. Have a wonderful night. Kiss them at the ball drop if they consent to it.
Consent.
Very important.
Make communication your goal for 2022.
It's a great goal.
Great
There
goal.
Not
it
a
is.
Great goal to
resolution
have.
because you should already be doing it.
You should
Yes,
already
but-
be doing it.
But goal.
You can
Goal.
always do it better. So goal.
Make it
Improve
better.
yourself.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Folks, I am tapped out. Does anybody have any parting words?
I just want to say, Christy, I appreciate all the work that you put in for this
Yes.
year.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for doing this. And then the updates as well. I feel so much better about so many of these things
So
I
many of
didn't
these
feel good
things.
about before.
Except for
So
the
glad
poor
most of them
podcast
were good
girl.
I mean,
updates.
Yeah.
Most of them were good updates, which is
Yeah.
great. Gives me hope for
And
humanity.
congrats on Little Squish.
Little squish.
Little squish.
Little squish.
Getting the cares that y'all needs.
Right.
Yeah. This was
Yeah,
That's fun.
And thank you everyone who participated this year in
Thanks
the
for
chat
commenting
Listen.
and sharing.
and sharing. The
letting us
show
know
doesn't
what
happen
you
without
got
you
to say.
guys.
we
This is true.
really did not know where this show was going to go when we first started it. It was a off the cuff idea that we did on a Brain Wreck Live, and we said that was fun. Let's do that bi-weekly. And then we were like, this is really fun. Let's do this every single week. And for everybody who
not?
tunes in, for everybody who leaves a comment, for everybody who joins in on chat each and every week, even if you miss a couple of weeks, it's fine. If you come back, we love you. We
Come
love you
back
all.
to us. We're always there for you.
Yes, like we want this network to become a community of people who can just kick back
Judge
and shoot
assholes.
the shit. That's that
Very
too.
judgmental.
We're judgmental, but in a fun
we
way.
let you say we let everyone say their piece though.
Free
Yeah,
speech.
You know,
First Amendment.
And all that good stuff. So thank you for watching.
absolutely.
Please be
Cheers.
sure
Thank
to
you so
subscribe
much.
to this channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell. Leave a comment below. Let us know your safe word. Let us know that you're there. We have so much more content planned for this year. We're going to continue to do this show each and every Thursday night at 10, 9 Central. We've got Brainwreck Live coming to you each and every Wednesday night at 10, 9 Central. We've got State of Sunshine. I made a goal last night that we're going to be doing, or that I'm going to be doing an extra 2 videos a month. So
Hell yeah.
2 videos a
so
month.
much stuff. You want to be on board. We're on the train tracks to get to 1,000 subscribers. Help us get there. Tell your friends.
Chugga,
tell your
chugga.
neighbors. Tell your dog. If you don't got a dog, find a dog and let them know.
Just start putting it on other people's TVs
Exactly.
randomly.
That's right.
You can just
Go-
cast it to the
go
TV
to the
in
Apple
the fucking
store,
doctor's office.
Put it on all the laptops and iPhones.
That'd be great. Good
yeah.
idea.
That's right. It's public domain.
No.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us tonight
Yeah.
and this year.
This year.
So happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Thank you all
everyone.
for watching. My name is Kevin Graham,
I'm Christy.
I'm Blakely K.
And I'm Jason Axe.
and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Next year.
Bye.
Yeah,
Happy
that-
New Year.
Next year.